The British royal family is one of the richest families in the world. The family has amassed over $88 billion in wealth and dates back over 1,200 years to King Alfred the Great. Since then, the family has kept its traditions that have heavily influenced the culture of Britain with its classic elegance. So in today's video, we are going to experience London like royalty with $1,000. So we're back in London. Last year I was here with a budget of $100, but London as we know it is known for the royal family and high-end luxury and classic experiences. So for the next 24 hours, we're going to see what $1,000 gets here in London. So let this London adventure begin. So to start off today, we are here at Buckingham Palace. And, you know, the president of the US has the White House, which is cool and all, but definitely does not beat this, being in the royal family and having your own palace. Really incredible to be here right now. That's what's so cool about being here in England, is everything is just so old with so much history. Man, I do love this city. Now, since we only have 24 hours here, I'd say the most cost-effective way to see as much as you can in this city is buying the London Pass on Get Your Guide. With this, you get access pretty much all day to all of the tourist attractions here in London for about $100. I bought mine on Get Your Guide since they always have the best prices, plus have 24/7 support. Also, they are a partner of mine, so do help make all of these videos possible. Get Your Guide has over 60,000 curated experiences in over 3,600 destinations around the world. So whether I'm in London, Paris, or even New York City, I book all of my experiences through Get Your Guide. All of their experiences are provided by knowledgeable and local experts, but what I personally like most is that with their app, you can book and get access to your tickets without having to print things out. When traveling, efficiency is key. And if you use my link down below, you will get 10% off everything you book with Get Your Guide. They cover activities in thousands of cities around the world, so if you guys want the best price and to help support my channel, click the link down below for your 10% off. So now we're about to go do something that I have never done before, but is a part of the English culture, which is high tea. High tea became popular from Queen Victoria and the Duchess of Bedford, and now it's something that I feel like when you come to London, you gotta do. And I have never done it, but I am going with Noelle. Noelle, you've done high tea before?
Yeah, pinkies up.
I do love tea, so really excited to see what high tea is all about. Now, high tea is very prevalent in the royal family, where the queen even used to take her own kettle with her everywhere she traveled. So for the high tea, we are going to be going to the Tiffany Blue Box Cafe. It's in this luxury high-end mall called Harrods, and definitely feel like I don't belong. Everyone's wearing suits, and I'm wearing a hoodie from Target. The higher the pinky, the fancier you are.
How's that?
Higher.
Like that?
Now that's fancy.
So yeah, this is my first time doing a high tea. I have no idea what I got myself into. I thought I was just getting like some tea and crumpets, but it's actually pretty expensive, and you get a lot of fancy food with it. So we just got the dessert. It looks really beautiful. I just have no idea what any of this stuff is. It looks like orange flubber. No, do you know what this is?
Orange flubber.
Orange flubber? Let's see how this is. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that. That was actually really good. Now, why I love traveling is to get a better understanding of the world. And I'd like to say I do everything at least once. So I'm glad we got to experience what a luxury high tea is like, but I just don't know if it's for me. Don't get me wrong, I do love tea and crumpets, but for $73, I feel like you really need to have royal money. Now, I wouldn't normally recommend riding in the big red tourist bus, but since it is included with the Get Your Guide ticket, we had to do it. I feel like Joey Tribbiani right now. So now we just made it to the Tower of London. And I know this may look like some type of amusement park, but this was actually built over 1,000 years ago. That's crazy. Like the fact that things in America are only like 100, 200 years old, then to come here to England where things are thousands of years old and you can still enter them today and get to really learn about the history firsthand. It's just crazy to think of all the things that have happened here. So we got our handy dandy map and we've been learning how this was built for one of the purposes of keeping the crown jewels secured. So they had this fortress built with all the guards just to keep the crown jewels safe. And it's actually where they still keep the crown jewels today. And also they had like crazy executions here. No, what's the map saying?
It says that they even have a moat.
They have a moat.
That's so royal. It's also where the exotic animals are kept.
Yeah, wow. It's just crazy to think that this is not an amusement park and that moat and all of these fortresses and walls were built with purpose 1,000 years ago. Now we're going up this crazy narrow staircase to the Bloody Tower. This is wild. Oh. So the Bloody Tower right here, we learned got its name because this is where King Henry IV was murdered. Other people were also imprisoned here. A little bit morbid, but it really does make you feel like you're in a real life history book. Unfortunately, you can't film the crown jewels, but this right behind me is where they're kept.
Do you think that when the phone rings in there, it goes bling bling, bling?
The crown jewels date back to the 1600s and signify the royal authority to lead and protect the nation. Also, it's made with real gold and 2,800 diamonds. This collection of sacred objects has been guarded in the Tower of London since they were created and still get used for ceremonies today. So now for lunch, we are here at Terry's Cafe to get a traditional English breakfast. I think they may just call it breakfast here. So when in England, of course, had to get an English breakfast. Charlie, is this what you guys actually eat here on a daily basis?
Not on a daily basis. Probably the baked beans. Beans on toast is a big thing in England. But yeah, this is like a traditional English fry-up. Maybe once a week. Depends how healthy you're feeling, but this is definitely the most unhealthy thing you can eat for breakfast when you're in London.
It's not unhealthy.
It's not unhealthy.
It's good for you.
It's good for the soul.
It's good for the soul.
It's English version of soul food.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the soul food.
You'll be walking out of here talking like an Englishman for sure.
I love that they give like American-sized portions here too. This is great.
Yeah,
this is
true.
great.
It's not small, that's for sure.
All right, so Charlie is being our little tour guide right now. So where are we right now? This is the Queen's Walk?
This is known as the Queen's Walk. Yeah.
Is this where she comes to walk?
Yeah, me and her, sometimes we just go for a stroll in the evenings. No, it connects London Bridge to Tower Bridge. So we're going to take a little walk along the River Thames and show you all the famous landmarks.
I think it's so interesting that people in America think that London Bridge is the iconic bridge that you see in all the postcards, but this is actually London Bridge right behind me. Yeah, nothing too miraculous about that. So let's head to the Tower Bridge. I guess maybe that's why they say the London Bridge is falling down. So thanks to Get Your Guide, we also have access and tickets to get inside of the Tower Bridge. And I've been to London a few times, but never got to go inside and go up it. And I'm not sure how tall it is, but really hoping they have an elevator. So the Tower Bridge may arguably be the most recognizable landmark on the planet. So what better way to see it than hiking all the way up the stairs to the top. Coming up here is definitely a little bit touristy, but getting to come up here, learn more about the Tower Bridge is super intriguing.
I feel like I just did the ultimate stairmaster.
You're still talking about the stairs.
Yeah. The bridge is also really cool.
So when I was looking up luxury hotels here in London, I noticed that the luxury hotels here were a lot different than in any other city. Where typically for a luxury hotel, you have this more modern, tech-driven hotel. But this place that we're staying at right behind me looked like one of the coolest places that was still that traditional luxury London. And it's down this spooky, mysterious street, kind of similar to Diagon Alley. Let's see if this is fit for a king. I feel like I just traveled back in time. So welcome to the Rookery. Well, this place definitely makes you feel like royalty, and I have never stayed in anything like this. So this room is actually 2 stories. You have the stairs here right when you walk in, but if you come this way, you have the sleeping floor. So this is definitely the largest hotel room I have ever stayed at. And definitely the oldest. Going through the books right here, we got some from the 1600s, 1873. This book looks like it could be a textbook at Hogwarts. Probably be careful with this. So the attention to detail in this place is absolutely insane. This is from the Georgian era, and it just makes you feel like you're sleeping inside of a theme park. From every light stand, to even knob, to even whatever the heck this thing is, just everything makes you feel like you're traveling back in time. Now, the real reason why I was so excited to book this place was for this bathtub right here. Now, this is a royal bathtub. Definitely a bathtub built for a king. Then if you come up these stairs, you have the 2nd floor to your hotel room. Guys, I really cannot believe that this is an actual hotel that we're staying in right now. I feel like this is the desk for Sherlock Holmes. We got this old globe behind me, some ancient encyclopedias. Then you have this, it's almost like an old notebook where you can write and journal, as well as this magnifying glass. So now for dinner, we are going to a place called Beach Blankets by Babylon. And it is here in Notting Hill, which is probably one of my favorite districts here in London. I do love the West Village back home in New York City, and I feel like this is the original inspiration for that. Super quaint, beautiful neighborhood. Definitely gotta check it out. I can't speak on behalf of the food, but I already want to recommend this place. I was just going to the bathroom, found these stairs, and if you come on through here, you have this beautiful seating area. Like everything about this place and the attention to detail, it's beautiful. Now we got the food, and this looks delicious. I went with the steak, Noelle went with the sea bass. Really excited to give this a try. Well, good morning from London. Staying here last night was probably one of the coolest experiences, but definitely was a little bit spooky. You really do feel like you're just living in some type of murder mystery. Getting to experience London in this more luxurious way was incredible. With the roots of London and Britain, with the royal family, and just being this more exquisite and charming place, it was really cool to get to experience it for myself. After doing this series all around the world, there has been none that have been similar to the luxury here in London. So London, thank you for the great times, and until next week, let's get out and get busy in the next one.